Hi everybody, welcome to an awesome game that we call Dungeons and Dragons. Just letting you guys know that there we go. We will not have a Sid today. Hopefully she recovers soon from horrible migraines because they suck balls. And other housekeeping stuff. We will not have a game this Friday because we have other things that we're doing. So after today, the next game will be the Rot. Rise of Tiamat next week. But does anyone else have any housekeeping stuff? Maya.
Let me prepare. I didn't prepare myself.
Oh, you're not ready yet? My bad. Should I have given you more time? Do you need?
I accidentally sprayed body spray in my mouth.
What the?
I now talk with an accent.
Oh my god. Jeremiah, no. Go home.
Womp womp.
I need you to go home, Jeremiah.
Do we have a boo button?
We need to. Oh, we have crickets. Oh my god.
I have another one because it's been a while. Five ants rented an apartment with another 5 ants. Now they're tenants.
Okay, alright.
That was a stupid.
That was fine. I like that one. Oh, that was fine. That was fine. Did they change how the soundboard looks like?
We found it funny.
No, it's the same.
Oh, okay. There you go.
There. Done.
Well, thank you, Jeremiah. That was very lovely, as always. Okay, let's get into character introductions. Oh, don't forget to follow the links down below. And thank you, everyone. I should have said it this earlier, but thank you, everyone, for that went to the D&D night that we had at Excalibur. Hey, there was a certain author that came by, and all his books sold out, which was
Oh, that's fantastic. That's good to hear.
Yeah. There was a couple people that came over during the middle of our game, like, "Can I have your autograph?" And I was like, "Yes, give them that autograph."
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
Yeah. So yeah, it was.
He deserved every bit of that.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's do character introduction. Hey guys, I'll be just your DM for tonight. And since Roll20 likes to move cameras around, hey, Nick, who are you playing?
Hello there, I'm Nick. I'm going to be playing Beerus Bollin, the Heron Gunslinger.
Hey, Tabby, who is you playing?
Hi, I am Tabatha. I'm playing Nycorath, the half-elven bard.
I don't know if Lee is there yet, so I'm going to go with Jeremiah. Hey, Jeremiah, who are you playing?
That's who I'm playing.
Oh, that is exactly who you're playing.
Serena, the Cleric of Dirt.
Nice. Hey, Vic, who is you playing?
Hey, I'm Vic. I will be playing Stranger, the Tiefling Wizard Warlock.
Yeah. Hey, Lee, who is you playing? I don't know if audio is still connected or not. Well,
Nope.
Nope, not yet. She will be playing what, Elsa? The Minotaur Water Buffalo Path to the Sea Devil. And with that, oh, there you go. Hi. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh, hi. Beautiful bean footage. Hey everybody, how's it going? How are you doing? Is everybody okay? Is everybody good? We all got our Mickeys. Why is there breakout music I selected? That's weird. That should have been selected. That's silly of me. Okay, so let us recap what had happened last time. With Stassen recovering from everything that has happened, the party essentially went to the Witchlight Carnival. They got a special golden ticket that gives them unlimited rides to everything. And that's they went and explored and talked to the Witchlight hands, talked to Lo and got some of the information as to what he and his crew were doing there. The party saw that there was a Kenku who was taking great advantage of that 5-finger discount throughout the carnival. And not just taking little small things here and there, eventually taking the anchor to this semi-demi-plane itself. And without that, no one that doesn't have the ability to hop in and out can. You guys eventually found the Kenku. And harmless and really not a fighter gave everything up, but released a very dangerous, harmful rabbit that is about to face off with the party, and that is where we left off last time. So, with everyone scared and running them off with the some cards of illusion that were pulled out from a deck, let us go back to the carnival. And if I can have everyone roll me initiative, please, because that is what we're going to do.
18.
18, okay.
Oh my god, that's funny.
One sec.
Oh, wait.
There's the mouse. Bada bum, bada bum. Pop, 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 pop. Doo doo. Control you. Alright. Put you over here. Doop. Boop. Okay. And you got a 17. Okay. If someone cannot put their number on the initial, let me know. You got an 18, right, Beerus?
Yep.
Serena, what did you get? Okay. And what did you get? $16. Understood. I thought this thing was gonna do a lot better since it has a +6 to Dex, but nope, an 11 roll.
Elsa got a +6 to Dex.
Oh, dang. Okay, so you see this essentially the seemingly harmless little wabbit, but as it's standing on this little stump, you see these mandibles kind of extend out and these razor sharp, almost like shark-like teeth kind of jet out as a terrifying kind of vision comes out, and every instinct that you have of the fight, flight, or freeze kicks in, and it's as high-level adventurers as you are, you know that this thing is dangerous. Serena, what do you do?
Is Is the rabbit like really aggressive towards us?
It looks like it wants to eat you. Although it is a tiny creature, it is the size of a rabbit, a foot big. But there is something haunting about this creature. Something supernatural about it. And just in case we forgot what it looked like, show players.
Creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll just do this because I don't know what's happening at the moment. Where did a rabbit come from again? I don't remember.
It hopped out of the same bag of trinkets that the Kenku had. So the Kenku has been stealing a whole bunch of random crap. Some of it just like little toys and prizes for children. Some of it, like the Deck of Illusions, very, very powerful magical items. This rabbit seems to have come from one of those powerful magical items.
Okay. I'll just I guess for now I'll cast Hold Person on the Kenku.
Whole person. You do know that Beerus does have the Kinku restrained from last time. If
then
that changes
your
action.
Yeah. I'll do the rabbit instead.
I'm gonna let you read the spell one more time, just the name of the spell.
Yeah, humanoid. Obviously not the rabbit. What are you talking about? I just immediately read that. I'll just... He wants to eat us. Can I hold my action right now?
You can hold your action, yeah. To like cast a spell, something attacks y'all or defensively.
If it attacks us or something, I'll just I'll attack it with a sword.
No problem. Okie dokie. Next up, it is Nycorath. What do we do?
Cool.
See as your friend kind of pulls out her blade and is getting ready to strike if it does anything.
Seeing the thing do the whole John Carpenter's the thing, just, yeah, no, we're gonna just point it, well, no, we're not, we're gonna just go straight up and attack it with our sword.
Okay. So you take out your sword. You have a scimitar, is that correct?
It's a short sword.
Short sword, got it, okay. Alright, pull out your short sword.
For sure.
Give me a hit.
That's an 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
Just?
As your sword goes and hits its fur, and you're like, it's gonna be easy, it's creepy, let's put it out of its misery, and something, like, almost like time slows down just enough that the blade does hit and make contact, since, you know, you're a good swordsman, but there's something really fucked up with this rabbit. It does hit.
That's 8 points of slashing damage.
Alright, 8 points of slashing damage.
Anything at all that he can, you know, sight on this rabbit?
You can, I'll give you choices. You can give me, there's an insight check. I'll give you Arcana, and we'll classify that as planes, since there is no knowledge planes in this edition. Or you can give me a nature check, which the DC for nature check will be a little bit higher. Or any other thing that you can justify for me.
You know what? I'll just go. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit ballsy, and I'll gamble. I'll do nature.
Let's go with nature. Give me a nature roll.
Ooh, 23.
23. Okay.
Wait. 23. Yes, 23.
So you think, from your excursions reading, this creature is fey of nature, sure. I mean that's a given, but it's probably pulled from Shadowfell energy. At least natural to that world. And you think it has a host body, or at least a host skin, of that rabbit. So there is a physical rabbit outside, but there is a creature inside of the rabbit.
So it's
Even
like
worse.
it's a feat. So it's almost like that. This is just a body that's being possessed in a way.
Because of nature, I'm gonna say more like a parasite.
It's a terrabidin.
Ew.
like a Shadowfell parasite, a fey parasite, if you will, that you're dealing with.
Ew. Yeah, I think that's all we can do. Actually, he's gonna look. He'll look over at Beerus, and it's just like. He's just gonna point to Beerus and give him bardic inspiration.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, D8, buddy.
Oh, great. Alright.
Hey, Beerus, you're
Fucking natural.
you're next.
Fuck, gonna just pick up the Kenku,
Mm-hmm.
like, turn it so that it's facing me and go, where the fuck did that rabbit come from?
It's gonna look at you a little bit scared. And it's gonna look at you. Feathers gonna ploof up. Hens only lay eggs. And then it's gonna randomly open a bag. That when you look at it, it has like 10 little small pockets inside. And each pocket looks like it has little glitter on it. Like just sparkling. Hens only lay eggs, and points at the bag.
Was it an item, or was it just like a live fucking bunny that you had in your bag?
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
You're no fucking help. Stranger! Can you comprehend what this fucker's saying?
I can, if you want, you can roll me an insight to try to decipher Kenku.
Sure, why not?
Like, give him advantage since I'm.
Yeah. Let's go with
Yeah, please, yes, give me advantage.
Because
Oh,
when
God.
the Kenku opened the bag, hens only lay eggs, and then when he pointed at the bag, finders keepers, losers weepers.
Yes, thank you for that advantage because my first roll was a 1.
Oh shit.
So that's a 19.
19. Well, I found the bag, and it came from this bag. The egg, eggs in the bag. It only has. This bag holds the egg, and finders keepers. I found the bag. I don't know. I'm not a hen.
It sounds like he jacked the bag from someone.
You're not a hen, and that's not a fucking chick. That's a goddamn like demon rabbit person thingamajiggle.
Rabbits don't lay eggs. What is this?
Actually, yes, they do.
Okay, Acer Bunny doesn't fucking count.
And then
He's an anomaly of his own right.
the
Isn't he
Kenku
your
raises
cousin?
the hand, very, very terrified. Little claw. My name is Darling, and if you touch any of my things, I will pluck your feathers off.
So I guess we got to find a guy named Darling because
You do remember Darling being the displacer beast that was security with Low.
He jacked the bag from the kitty.
fucking great. Okay.
I mean, I say we just leave him to clean his mess.
I kind of want to see what else is in this bag. That might be more chaos. I'm gonna take the bag and throw it over to Stranger.
Oh, goody.
Don't you have a bag? Because a lot of have you heard the giant crickets how they hiss and move? Desert crickets, and like the scraping that they have when they move their legs together. That's what's like you hear like dozens of those inside this bag.
Oh.
Beerus is
excited.
gonna like football carry hold the Kenku,
Okay.
and then with his other hand, he's gonna grab his bag of holding, and he's gonna like flick it open and be like, "If any of you can like punt that stupid little rabbit over here into this bag, I think we can stop it from doing anything."
Love the idea.
And that's my turn.
Okay. And that is how bagmen are created. All right. It is now the creature's turn. Well, Nico, since you were the last one to physically attack it, it's going to attack
Oh
you.
yay!
So first attack.
Roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Nico's gonna use silvery barbs.
Disadvantage. Okay. So I'm going to take the 7. Then that is a lower.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll hit.
So 7. Does a 16 hit?
It just hits, yes.
Okay. It's going to use is big pointy teeth to attack you.
Can I attack it?
With
Yes.
silvery barbs, he's giving Serena the advantage. So
Okay.
I already have advantage.
Now you have
Yeah.
double advantage.
Can you
Uh,
pass it to somebody else if so?
oh yeah, then he'll give it to Stranger then.
okay.
The fuck am I going to do with this? Fine.
I don't know.
As the rabbit essentially jumps towards your throat to your jugular and tries to rip off your throat, doing 24 points of piercing damage.
What?
It can only attack one creature at a turn, and it has an ability called Hop over here, which it hops to a different person, and if it hops to a different person using the hop over here, that hop does not trigger a attack of opportunity. So it's going to hop towards Serena. Give me an attack roll. What did you get?
Yeah, I miss because when you said 18 just
18
hits, I rolled a
is
17.
it's AC. Okay, so as you swing and it hops over to you to try to give a bite. So let me get a roll. That's a 15. There's a 15 hit.
That misses.
Misses. Okay. All right. As it tries to bite you, but miss. Okay, so it's now directly in front of you.
I'm in danger.
Yep, as Nico, you start bleeding profusely, and you have this like circle of teeth marks all around your neck. And like, oh my god, that was vicious. And then when the rabbit stops for a second, the teeth and the mandibles kind of go in, and the rabbit just scratches his neck, looks around, and then the mandibles come out.
This creepy little guy.
What? What do we do?
Oh, well, we're gonna rage because that's not cool.
All right, let's go.
Stupid fucking rabbit. Sorry, Beerus, not you. Rabbit.
I
It's
love
okay, he needs to hear it from time
the
to time.
roleplay that Watts would yell "stupid fucking rabbit" in her rage. It's like Beerus, but not you. You're I love you, and then go back to being.
He's way more special than a rabbit. Anyway, killing this thing. Great
Okay.
axe, mini axe, hitting it with all my pluses, double attack.
Okay, I see that you're far away, so I'm gonna move your mini
Yes,
close
yes.
to it. Okay.
Well, yeah. Thank you. I was gonna say first I gotta take my movement. Yeah.
Oh shit! From far away there. Damn. Okay.
Okay. So I did my 2 rolls.
Okay.
And I rolled a 21
That hits.
and a 24 to hit.
Both hit. Roll me damage.
Yeah, and I did my save and I passed that just
Okay.
so you
Awesome. All right.
know. And then my damage, I also did very well with this, and I can take pictures if you'd like to see the dice.
That,
But
yeah, bless you.
I got 13 points on one hit and 12 points on the other.
Okay.
Wait, I think I forgot my rage. So that's 14 and 13.
Alrighty. As you swing twice, and again, once the axe goes to it, like it feels like something is stopping it, like, and the only thing you can think is like there's a force field or something as the axe goes and slices a little bit of its fur off before it kind of jumps out of the way and dodges just smoothly. I mean, you are hitting it, and it's taking some damage, but. And then as your axe wind kind of bellows and blows, you're in control. All right. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else, but I will try while I'm in the vicinity, if it gives me an opportunity attack, to get it again. I'm assuming it might. You said it hopped away?
Yeah, that one specifically, if it hops away while it's doing an attack, it within 5 feet, it does not provoke an A up because of its special attack.
Okay, fair enough. Then I will plan to use my horns and see if I can't do something different next time.
Okay. Dope. Alrighty. Stranger. What do we do?
In the bag. We're sticking our hand in the bag. Just like, I hope there's a blessed hand grenade of some kind.
Strangers just have all the curses, like the curse doll.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
The cursed doll, and then now he's a vampire. And then all these whatever magic items
If
is
I
in
can
here.
get this man a hook for a hand, I think my life will be complete.
I didn't really think y'all would do that. All right.
You handed a bag to Stranger, and he said, "Time for a looky-loo."
You handed a bag with potentially magic items in it to any of us.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, Stranger. When you put your hand in there,
Congrats
You-
to that first doll.
Specifically with the finger action, he's just like,
okay. Can you give me
Good ol'
dexterity
rifle.
saving throw with the DC 12?
"Oh, cool."
Dex save just because you put your hand in the bag.
You have advantage because of my silvery barbs. Just FYI.
Well, I don't need it right now. I will save it for a rainy day. That's an 18.
18. You see from inside as your fingers are going through on your pinky a tendril going around it. On your ring finger, these mandibles trying to bite it, and it hurts like an ant biting, that much amount of pressure. And on your thumb, it looks like these hands, these very thin anemic hands just squeezing as hard as they can, like things are trying to crawl out of the bag.
Oh, okay.
God.
What do you do in that instant?
You said there's like some anemic hands trying to grab hold
Yeah.
of them. Well, I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna give a little kiss on that hand. And just be like, "Buy me dinner first," and I'm gonna pull my hand back out.
Okay. As you pull out, once you pull out like the physical like lid, like there's not an actual lid, but like that separation of the rim of like air. You actually hear it like a pop, like something sealed off from your hand and whatever is inside.
I fondled the rim of the bag, and it tried to clench me.
You see that you can figure that out of like the 12 possible little small bags inside of this bag or pockets, about 8 of them are filled, and it looks like 8 of them are creatures.
Okay. Interesting. We're gonna just close that back up, and if there's like a fastener or a drawstring, we'll just secure that in place.
Yeah, little bow tie, a little nice and neat.
And then I'm gonna shoulder it. I'm like, I am holding on to this now. This is mine until someone tells me otherwise.
Beerus, when Stranger put his hand in there, the Kinku was shitting bricks and just trembling the entire time until you're like, stop moving.
What kind of diet does the Kinku has if you're shitting bricks?
I know, right?
Very poor diet.
Very fibrous diet.
I eat a lot of grass.
I was gonna say, can I offer some pumpkin or some salmon oil for you in these trying times?
We have a good handle on what it should look like. All right. Anything you want to say, Stranger, or bonus action or anything?
Yeah, let me look at my bonus actions. What can I do for bonus action besides 2-weapon fighting? That's silly. I'm a wizard. He's just gonna kind of look over at Nico, see that he's like literally like bleeding from a hole in his neck, and go, "Are you winning, son?"
What the hell does it look like?
Oh, he's still alive. He's good.
Give him participation trophies. All right. Serena, what do we do?
I'm blowing my 3rd level spell slot loads.
Oh my.
Because first, this is a concentration spell. I am casting Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
And I am choosing all my allies.
Makes sense. So not the Kinku.
Not the Kinku nor the rabbit.
Okay.
But yes to Beerus.
Of course.
And then Beacon of Hope, we choose any number of creature within range. For the duration, each target has advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saves, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Nice.
And on.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
No, continue. Sorry.
Oh, and my bonus action, I am grabbing a pouch of dirt and I am throwing it at Nico's face and saying, "Heal."
Heal it. Okay.
And because you get maximum, you heal for 16 automatically.
That's how you do it. That's how that goes.
Yeah, I don't need to roll that. I don't need to roll that.
As Serena casts her Beacon of Hope, you all saw this. And I'll let it be. You tell me yay or nay for your character. It's a very specific sound, and it's the sound of a beaver tail slapping mud against a dam that's being built. That's what you heard when the last part of the incantation was sealed. And at that exact second, a golden ring circled around her, and all the dirt and all the grass and anything that is related to earth around her feet turned gold. And then everyone was blessed by the spell. And then back to normal. And then she threw dirt at Nico's face.
Gave him the old pocket sand.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right, Nico, with sand in your eye, what do you do?
We are going to back the fuck away.
You know that normally it would get an attack of opportunity, but it can't because its reach is not 5 feet.
That's great, even. Yeah, we're backing up and we are going to... we're just gonna go on ahead and, as Serena, like, graciously put it, we're gonna blow a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
We're gonna Dissonant Whispers this.
That's a wisdom save?
Wisdom save,
Okay.
yes.
That is a 16 total.
It
14.
passes, but
Oh.
it still takes...
Alright, give
Wait,
me...
14 you said? Wait,
It's
is it
14
15?
plus 2, so 16 total.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This math's done. $21, so whatever half of 21
Alright,
is.
so we're gonna run up to 22, so it's gonna take 11 points of damage. As whispers kind of go throughout, and you just see the rabbit just start to clean its ears rapidly in pain as a little bit of blood starts trickling down. Alright, anything else?
Pretty much, I think, all he can do
Okay.
right now.
Beerus,
Yeah.
what do we do?
I guess he's gonna walk forward up to the fucking rabbit and with his bag of holding and just like swoop.
Okay, give me a... Since you're not grappling it, you can choose an athletics if you want, because you can like hoop him up. Contesting is athletics.
Can I do acrobatics? instead?
Acrobatics. Sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry, my bad. I said the wrong word. You can use an acrobatics, and it's athletics or acrobatics. So give me a roll.
5.
Yeah.
Did it roll a 24?
No, it was good. It was a 21, but not good enough. All right, I was like, man, that's high. Oh, no, not high enough. I was like, and then as you scoop it up,
Close the bag of holding and just put it on my shoulder.
You literally Bugs Bunnied him.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
there.
Or did you say bags, buddy?
Beep, beep, that's all, folks.
It can't. Okay,
It can't breathe.
it can't breathe.
Does
It
it need to breathe?
it does not. The stats would say if it needed, if it did not need oxygen, because there are specific stats on that. So it has 4 minutes before it suffocates to death in there. It can try ripping a hole, and that's all it can do. Here's the thing: it has a -4 to strength,
Good for it.
so
And he needs a 20 to...
it needs like
To get
it
up?
needs a. I think it was like a 20.
Mhm.
Physically cannot roll a 20.
So, I'm gonna give it, because I'm not gonna sit here and fucking roll 40 fucking dice. So it currently is in your bag. You seal it up. You do see from the outside of your bag, like, from your perspective, it will look kind of like a little pebble, just, it's like hitting back and forth, like something's actively going around, and and hitting the edges of it, and I don't quite remember how many things you have in there. Is it pretty full or is it pretty empty?
I mean, fairly empty. It's
So
got
did you just get it?
yeah, it's got my bedroll, 3 bombs. This guy's get a mech kit, 4 potions of
Not the
healing,
bombs.
Okay,
10
so
rations, rope, tinderbox.
it's gonna sound like
water skin.
like someone throwing a bookshelf down, like that much amount of noise coming from out of it, like muffled, like from the other room. Like you're not hearing glass break, but you're hearing things bouncing back and forth, like something solid keeps moving around. And I'm gonna ask what everyone else is doing, unless we're just waiting to see what the results of the bag of holding is. To like technically complete the end of this initiative. Like, so Watt and Stranger, is there anything you guys want to do so we can complete this round of initiative? Yeah.
So Stranger was entirely waiting on whatever was going to go on with that rabbit, because his contingency plan, if Beerus didn't scoop it into the bag, was he'd just be like, throw a bucket of water on it. They don't like that.
They really don't like you when you spray them with water. They fucking hate it.
Have you fucking tried giving Beerus a bath? It's impossible. And y'all get on me. So yeah, he was just waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
Alright, Watt, anything that you're gonna do? Or
Well,
want to do?
I was going to try to do a horn attack until I saw it looks like it's just not working, so I figured I would use my axe the next time to try to sweep it in the bag. So I'm just kind of holding the axe like a golf club, trying to maybe do some sweeping if anything comes back out.
Okay.
We're gonna putt it.
That's my plan, yeah.
I'm gonna give it one roll. And a 17 is not an out of 20, so it stays in the fucking bag and suffocates. So,
Bitch.
it will move, and then after a minute, the bouncing is lessened. You don't hear anything moving. Lessen. And after 4 minutes, silence.
Who needs a fucking hand grenade when you've got a bag of holding?
Dang it.
I will say, because it's a tiny creature, it's probably one of the only reasons where I'm like, okay, we'll cool this. This is dope. I like this. Where the fuck is the mini? Where are you? There you go. Eventually, Lo's running to you guys. There is a lot of stuff happening. And people are gonna start investigating. Oh man, I'm gonna have a huge chewing out for this. Is everyone here okay? Everybody good? What's all this stuff on the floor? Who's that? I'm pointing at the Kenku.
This is your thief.
Those our little thief have a specific pocket watch.
Dick shakes Kenku and like upside down and
Eventually, it does come out and like gently like grabs it with both hands, looks at it. Oh, thank you. Well, anything else of importance that was taken? Anything magical?
Was there anything that came out of him besides the pocket watch that was magical?
That you guys are looking at? No, other than the bag that Stranger has with those
Creatures?
parasites, the pocket watch, and the deck that already has been used up. Those were the only magical items, high magical items. There are glamified wands that pretty much like sparkles, or butterfly wings that are made out of cardboard that flap. They just have a small enchantment for a couple of hours. Technically magic, but not that you guys would consider magical, no.
No, the only thing that was there was the deck that made all those fucking non-creature creatures be running around everywhere.
They played 52 pickup with it.
I was taking a crap when I thought a manticore came in and was about to sting me. Fastest crap I've ever taken in my life, but not the point.
I mean, statistically speaking, you are very likely to be killed by a manticore on the crapper.
I did read that magazine. I thought I was gonna be another statistic, just another number. But I digress. Alright, so nothing else. Okay, nothing to divulge to deer, okay. I don't want any more paperwork or you guys to get any trouble from any of the hands, and you start seeing mimes and clowns start appearing and start writing down information. Looks at you, Beerus. Can you hop out of here? I'll make sure that you see that he grabs a pocket watch and just rolls back time a little bit, and you see the clouds move to the side, and there's kind of like a little tunnel that peers out into Saltmarsh.
I guess it's time to leave.
I've had enough excitement for one day.
And as he's looking, but before you go, this is why it's always important to be ahead of paperwork. I don't know what this does, but I did take it from the owners, and it said, important, don't give out. Something about the fake court, I don't know. But, for your troubles. And hands it to you, Beerus.
What is it?
It's a little, vanilla, bag, and in it, it feels like playing cards. I don't know what it does, but it says dangerous. I've already had enough danger. So, now it's your problem.
Yeah, always good to see you again, my friend.
Always.
Next time, maybe not as much chaos around.
There's not a lot of chaos, and I'm not doing my job.
That's fair. Here, I'm gonna hand the Kenku over. Like, I'll trade you for the
scruff
bag.
You're...
Am
Not your bag, stranger.
Oh, yeah.
The Kenku. Alright, you're gonna...
It has the cards in it that I just got.
Oh.
Make paperwork a lot easier. Alright, what's your name? And you just hear the Kenku just muttering off different phrases that it's heard. Anything that you guys would like to do as the tunnels being like still there physically in the plane?
Leave.
Okay. Alright. As you guys head out, and you guys head back to Saltmarsh. Where is my music? There it is. Sorry, they changed the icon for where all the maps were, and I got a little confused. But yeah, you guys all appear out of the circus, and you still see kind of the clouds around, and you hear the laughter and everything, but you see little signs to start popping out randomly throughout that says carnival closed for the day, and people start leaving out, being escorted. Yeah, Beerus, you have a deck in your hand with a vanilla little bag in front of it. Looks very mundane.
Alright, well, I'm gonna put that away for right now. I kind of want to go through strangers out of the bag there and see what other creatures they might have.
You know what I was thinking? This is a really great idea.
Oh yeah?
What if we take the bag to Captain? Because I think he's still a little torn up over his mimic mishap, and he looks at Nico.
To bring him.
But I mean, if you and Stranger bring this bag to the captain, I think it might make up for the fact that his little mimic is gone, and seeing as you brought him a new pet.
That's there's lots of things in here.
I mean, sure. And then he's just like pressing at his neck, just kind of like hissing because it's still sore, and it's like, how bad is it?
I'll just rub some dirt in it.
I mean, it kind of looks like he just had a really wild night, and someone got a little bit too attached to neck.
We're not. Yeah, you just hear him under his breath. It wouldn't be the first time. Okay.
Oh.
Anyways, and yeah, we can go drop the bag off to Captain Dis, and I need to head over to the Sea Grove if given the chance. What
So
time of
cute
day?
how you call
could
him Captain Dis.
Shut up.
Do you ever think that maybe
What's
one
wrong
day you're
with
gonna
that?
say? I mean, I'm just saying the way you say it, it makes you feel like you're gonna slip up one day and accidentally call him Captain Dad. That'll be weird.
Oh.
I hope to be right next to you when it happens.
No, I don't see him as a father figure. No,
No,
it's weird.
he'd probably think it's weird too.
Yeah.
Did it also... He also said not to call him Captain Dis.
Wow, you're just breaking all kinds of rules, Nico.
Shut up.
That was
Stop
one...
picking on me.
Like, that was the very first thing he said when we joined the ship. And then the other rules.
There were rules.
Yeah, I don't remember so much either.
I don't
He
remember
did-
the rules
he did-
either.
I
I
think
haven't
he said
looked
that
at
we
that.
weren't allowed to call him Daddy, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
I mean,
not calling it that.
I think they're more of like guidelines anyway.
Right.
Miko's just like, let's just go drop the fucking
Yeah.
bag off.
So I remember him saying either call him Captain or Dis, but not both.
I thought Captain was
Something
only
like
for special occasions.
This is Tabatha talking. Did he actually say that, or are you guys gaslighting Nico?
No, I remember that
Always.
happening.
Always gaslighting Nico
Yeah.
every time.
I remember that happening.
Yeah, he did actually
he
say
said-
he doesn't really care for being called Captain. He prefers Dis.
Yeah.
But if you have to call him Captain or anything, Captain would be the
I mean,
best.
rumor has it. I think that's a pet name from the quartermaster.
Rumor has it.
Captain Daddy.
But let's
That-
go.
He says Captain, and I think I see something move in the pants. Just saying.
You probably see a little bit more than one something.
Oh no. Not this again.
Miko's just gonna.
He said Captain and it does the wave.
Oh my god.
We'll
The
just
woo.
go.
Give the old 1-2.
Yeah, Nico's just stomping on ahead, just like, okay, yeah, let's just go and visit this and give him the pet.
Oh
Does
my
anybody
word.
have some
Hopefully
pocket
the
sand
boat
for my
doesn't
eyes?
Serena,
Oh lord.
leftover sand.
Just the ones in my brain. Get that out.
As you guys head over to the ship, you'll see that Fox is making his way back to the ship at a good old, -1 mile an hour. Just walking. I'll be there soon.
Hey, slow down now.
Speed limit for a reason, Fox. You guys kind of cross onto the ship. It's pretty empty except for Dis and Quartermaster. Once you guys get there, what do you guys do?
I think I'll just make a kind of report per se to the quartermaster
Alright.
to what happened in there.
Quartermaster kind of goes over, has a pink robe, pink slippers, one shoes way too big. Just kind of put on the first thing that he had on. You see one is a ruby colored and just like obviously 3 times his size. Like, yes, how can I help everyone? Did not expect you guys until at least nightfall, but you're not at the circus. That's why you pay for the circus.
Close it down.
Whoopsies.
Nico still has a visible bite mark on his neck.
They had to close it down for safety reasons, I think.
To be fair, we were not the ones who caused the safety reasons. We were the ones who stopped the safety reasons.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was some clown there named Osha. He got really upset.
I'm surprised and not surprised. I'm surprised that you weren't the ones that caused the safety reasons, but
I mean,
I'm not surprised you're back.
I'm surprised that pink is your color.
It's the first thing that I found.
Oh. Captain, I didn't expect pink to be your color.
you see a captain.
It used to be white.
You see just a red butt cheek come across the window and opens. I really fucking like pink. Close the door.
Nico just yeah. Speaking of this, just kind of looks over at Stranger. We found something that he might like.
We have a present.
Present for the captain. Yes. What is this?
Gonna turn around holding my little backpack.
Jewels, maybe some.
Oh
no. It's
gold, perhaps.
Replacement for a
It's the treasure of the heart.
More concerned now. Mage heads. The
spicy jewels.
You got him parasites. Closes it back up. Disappointed face. I'm sure he's going to absolutely love it.
I mean,
how thoughtful of you.
To be fair, like his pet mimic did get nerfed, so we
absolutely fucking murdered.
We figured creatures infected by parasites that we found in a magical bag might be a little something to help boost his.
Morale.
Yeah, I had a there was a rabbit that was in there that had this mouth, and unfortunately it had to go away. But
you hear the door almost break off its hinges, and you see Diz come out with tears starting to spring up. You cunts got me pets. Goes and grabs the bag. I knew they were good. And then turns around.
Grabby.
Reaches in.
Does he have a robe on?
He has a robe on. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
And he has another pink robe on, and that's it. Just a robe on, nothing else. Tied with the belt very, very loosely.
I'm surprised it's tied at all.
Reaches in, grabs with his hand, and I rolled d8s for creatures that will be found in the Underdark / Shadowfell, and the first one is grabs out a chol. This large castration thing with these claws and these tendrils, and it's trying its best to bite at him like, oh, isn't he cute? Just blows at it. Isn't it adorable? I'm going to call you Krusty. Puts it back into the bag, closes the bag, turns around, I need a terrarium. And then when he turns around, you see that his tail is up, and because he's wearing nothing underneath, red cheeks again, and just walks into the like, yep, that's who I chose to spend the rest of my life with. All right.
You just showed us
then some.
Yeah.
You signed it.
I think he signed it, but
No, well, you know, semantics.
yeah.
I mean, you wrote the contract, didn't you?
That is true. I did write that contract. One of my finest pieces of work.
Was there just a blood red moon that just popped up?
2.
2.
That's what's the moon.
Nico's just like, anyways, just I want to forget the image I just witnessed.
Nah.
We'll remind you, don't worry.
My God.
Every time.
You know how, holy crap, I have to find a picture from a dungeon and to show you what the terrain is going to look like. Holy shoot. I have an idea. What's it called? The White Plume Mountains? Oh my god. This has a project now. AKA Jesus thought of something.
Oh no.
Okay, sorry, I got really excited. Okay,
Tracy, what did you do? What did you do? Yeah, Miko's just like looking at the door and looking at Stranger like, so you think it was a good idea giving him those?
Yes. Obviously.
Quartermaster, it's going to keep his mind occupied.
Okay. Well, I have a little bit of business I kind of need to go and look into.
You want some company?
Sure! Company will be fine.
Alright. Stranger, let's go.
Okay.
Oh god.
Alright.
Yeah, he's just...
Before that, though, Beerus is gonna be like, hold on 1 second, and go downstairs to see if Spitz is in the kitchen.
Actually,
Oh.
Spitz wouldn't be in the kitchen. Everyone on the ship kind of left to do their thing.
Shit.
Yeah.
And he's gonna take out the bunny and like give it to or place it in the kitchen somewhere, and like scratch in the dust or whatever for Spitz,
Okay.
and then leave.
That's what we're having in the next couple of days. Fey Parasite.
Delicious.
Lovely.
Waiting it.
Beerus, by the time that you guys finish the conversation, head out, that's when the fox will be coming. Hold up, you bunch of children. Alright, kind of gets out the musket. Here you go. It looks identical. Looks nothing different about it. The enchantment is on it. I'm ready to go.
Alright.
It just looks pretty average and nothing about it at all feels different. It's not heavier, it's not lighter.
What did you do to it?
Took it to my friend. He's a dwarven guy who knows how to enchant things, and told him to make it special for a friend, captain's orders.
Alright.
And then I fell asleep. I don't quite know.
Alright.
I don't know, fire it into the sea? I don't know.
That's a
Okay.
good idea. Just test fire.
Sure, I'll do a test fire away from the fucking city, just to be careful. Just fire it out into the sea.
I'm preparing a healing spell just in case.
You notice that something's odd about it. When you try to load a bullet, the cartridge to be loaded is completely off. Like it's solid now. Nothing can physically go in there anymore.
You made the most usable.
I think I know what this is.
Oh.
And then when you try it anyway and you kind of cock it, like it loads. And when you fire, it shoots a bullet. And then one reloads by at the speed that you would be able to reload. So it's a repeating shot.
Alright. Ooh.
So infinite ammo, and as fast as you can reload is as fast as it can shoot. Obviously considered magical.
Alright.
It's like the best magic infusion for a gun. It's just-
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't mention it.
And with that, I guess we take our leave. Whatever Nico needs to go.
Yeah, I know he's not gonna force Tyreen into wanting to go because of the conversation we had last time.
Yeah, Tyreen might actually would prefer to sit this out and stay at the ship.
You look a little peopled out.
Yeah.
Poor thing. We did our best to socialize her.
It is about that time to take a little break, take our puppies out if we need to. So we can come back as you guys are heading to the sea grove at the Open High Forest. And is anyone other than Tyreen choosing to not go? Or is the whole party going?
I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's okay with Nico, because he didn't want everybody to come. I don't know.
Nico was fine with it. It's just, yep, if you want to come, you can come. Like,
Yeah, I guess it's that
Okay.
last
Okay.
question.
Yes.
Do you need backup? Basically, kind of like that.
All right. Got it.
Yeah, it's like it all just depends on what if I can find this guy and him answering a couple questions for me and yeah.
All right. So when we come back, we will be entering the forest. So we'll be back in a bit. All right. And rolling our intermission. Alrighty, so welcome, Beak. As you guys approach the grove, the forest is at the outskirts, incredibly thick. But the more you start going inwards, the more open it gets. And it's a whole variety of different species of different trees and whatnot. And there is a very harmonious relationship between the animal life here and the plant life that's here. There's this kind of symbioticness that is happening within this forest. Even from the foxes that you see, even from like the small predators that you would see within the forest, there is a sense of like balance. Every now and then you will see an emblem of Elona on a tree, not carved or anything, just placed on string and carved onto wood itself and just hanging on a set, like kind of like a ribbon. And you would notice that it's since she's one of the higher gods, no check or anything needed. You would notice the unicorn, the protector of the wilderness. You would notice also a symbol of Obatai, the nature deity. There is a pathway that eventually starts and kind of moves in. It's a natural wood that that you can step on that kind of leads more into the location, and you'll see like a lettering in first in Sylvan, then Elven, Dwarvish, Gnomish, Draconic, Undercommon, Common, and like a whole bunch of different lettering. That it says Emerald Enclave, need not fret, pass without fear. All those who dare harm the forest, leave. And you.
He goes scope at that.
He's gonna. Sorry.
Scoff.
But you get a pretty good indication that, like, all right, this is like the front door into going towards where you need to. Yeah, excuse me, buddy. Into where you need to head to. And as soon as Nico, I assume you're the one that's kind of leading forward.
Yes.
Okay. As everyone passes through, Serena, I actually need you to make me a strength saving throw.
That is a 4.
Okay. There, as you kind of trip going forward and you do not proceed, as your left foot is completely encased in earth.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, good.
Go ahead. Go on ahead. I'll catch up. Maybe.
You have a little bit of a flat tire there.
I think someone's trying to tell me not to go in. Or maybe. Or maybe all of us? Then I'm just gonna sit there and grab some dirt that was where my foot was, you know?
Mm-hmm. Once you say
just
that
try
out,
to talk or whatever.
once you say that aloud and kind of grab the dirt, you see that the mound of earth that kind of encompassed your foot just turns to sand.
I'll catch up. Go on ahead.
Do you need a buddy?
If if whatever is trying to stop me, whatever magic that I possess, then I think you need to back him up. Looking at Nico.
I look between Nico, look between Serena, just like...
I'm gonna be okay, but I will catch up when I can. And I will just grab some dirt on my hand and I will meditate. And see
Alrighty.
what I can see.
Okay.
Okay.
Serena, I'm gonna come back to you, and we're gonna.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nico's doing. I'm going to place you just over here, just to mark the separation. Nico, and everyone else, as you guys are moving forward, you, I guess, question, because once you start moving forward, you will see an elven man, kind of blonde-haired, high up in a ponytail, and looks like, oh, good day. And to all of you guys, as he's kind of walking by, you'll see an emblem of the Emerald Enclave. Grabs on a bag and puts it on his bed, like, are you guys here for the meeting?
No. I was told someone happened to be here. I was looking for someone in particular.
Oh, well, don't mean to be rude, but maybe someone else in the woods, because it's a members-only kind of location. But if they're part of the Enclave, when we're done with the meeting, I'm sure that they can see you afterwards. But, sorry, it's about to start. Gotta go. It kind of just runs off, and if you kind of follow a little bit through, a little bit over a small little hole, you can see that there's about 20 or 30 members of the Enclave. You see different sets of armor from, like, color matching, like summer and winter and spring and fall.
Does Nico recognize any of them?
You'll recognize some that you've been on a few missions with, but no one that you would call like a friend, really. Give me a perception check.
Sure. So, what is my entire perception? The whole +1. 17.
Okay. And you're not really noticing anyone, you're not noticing anyone, and you're like, oh, well, this is weird. Until two people towards the back, you hear muttering. You first notice the very fiery red hair, and then you notice Kaizen, and you notice your friends off to the side bickering amongst themselves, over in a corner, like maybe 10 feet away from the large group of members. And currently everyone's chatting amongst themselves to be too distracted to notice anyone else. And other than like the very generalized woodland-ish attire, there's a lot going on from like people have instruments, and you know, not everyone's like, here's my bow and my two long swords. You know, they're not a uniform. It's it's a plethora of individuals that from all walks of life. So like it's not really, and not everyone will have a Enclave pin on them. They're just being greeted like friends amongst friends, and everyone just starts going into their own cliques.
When Nico sees the two people that he recognizes, he's kind of like shifting from one foot to the other, and it's just like, just kind of like points over. It's like, I'll be right back, and he's literally just dropping his pen, and he is making a beeline over to them.
Okay. As you start heading over to Mark and Kaizen, what about you three? Are you following? Are you staying put?
I mean, I guess until Nico ran off, Stranger was like looking at the crowd of people and just mainly talking to what, and Beerus just like, what's the point in being in a gang if you don't all look the same?
I mean, at least you'd think they would get matching uniforms.
I know, like a big old like letter right on the front or something. Like, come on.
Or like matching suits or something.
Yeah.
Something flashy.
Ooh, or matching tattoos. That's always fun.
Oh yeah. Or like magical brands or something.
People are posers. Oh shit, where'd Nico go?
Yeah. Whoops.
Nico would approve on that if he were to have heard that. So.
You see the tall, lengthy man running over to two individuals kind of far off in the
Oh,
corner.
we lost the beanpole. There he goes.
It looks like he found a couple of people that he knows.
Uh-oh. Oh, do you think?
Maybe.
Oh.
But you got to wonder, what part of the sandwich is she? And what part is he? We know Nico is the middle, but we don't know which way the other ones go.
Oh my god. Oh.
I think she's both the top buns.
You know, that makes sense. She looks like she could break all of us in half.
Interesting.
Elsa taking notes.
Mommy energy.
So much a bun episode today.
It has been a bun episode, hasn't it?
Bunnies and dis buns and
So many buns.
So many buns. As you approach, you hear a shush from Kaizen, and then as Mark kind of turns around, "Oh, you glorious man!" It kind of grabs you, spins you around, gives you a kiss. How have you been?
Doing okay. Just as he's standing there, obviously still has that bite because that still hasn't healed yet.
What?
Yeah.
Got any new hickeys? I see. Man, who's the
It's
lucky
not
one?
What you think. A rabbit from hell did this to me. Thanks for asking.
Stay wild.
Not the one back there. Not that one.
I was gonna say that's a handsome young man over there. But so we're supposed to be meeting someone.
Talking about me.
Supposed to be meeting someone over here, but I don't quite see the balding man. And you hear Kaizen. Receiving hairline, yes. Gotta be. It's fine. Have you been?
Yeah.
You look
Nico's
thinner
just-
than usual.
I mean, I'm also a lot different than I've usually been. Too.
Yeah, just not as.
And then
red.
he immediately stops himself and he looks over at Mark and it's like, I didn't mean that in any, like, insult or anything. Boots are weird. Boots are very weird.
One hoof at a time.
Yeah, but he is gonna, like, just, after, hugging Mark, he's looking to Kaizen and he's gonna, like, pick her up and, like, because she's a lot tinier than the two of them, and he's gonna give her a little bit of a spin and a hug, and it's just, I have a question.
Yes.
Where the hell do you get your contacts from?
I have mine magically imported from a small gnomish friend of mine. Glorious mustache.
Yeah, and he's just gonna kind of, under his breath, just like, he's bad news, right?
And you hear a small little whisper. Which one? Who are we talking about?
Lysander.
I have my suspicions, but I'm giving people a chance. Not judging based on their balding spots.
And then I was gonna say, he would actually switch over to Infernal to her, and it's just like, man deals in slavery, Kaizen.
And with Infernal information I didn't know. we were just here doing we were here on a mission to try to find who was decapitating and cannibalizing on sailors. And at that moment, you will hear someone with 2 stones just akin to like the glass spoon on a glass at a banquet, but just 2 stones that make kind of like a thunderous noise. And like, can I have everyone's attention, please? Everyone, please, 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 please. Unfortunately, due to some business, our patron Lysander could not make it, but we have an amplified stone. And you see that if you don't mind, and you'll see one of the Masters of the Wild kind of cast an incantation in a piece of what's it, when a tree gets cut, that's stubble stones, stuff with the S. Frack, my words are escaping me. Stomp, think. Kind of grows a little bit and then cuts off the spell, so it's just like at a 4-foot height. Puts the stone on there, and then puts a secondary stone to amplify the voice. And at that moment, you'll hear the we'll go with half-elven man say, Sir Lysander, the stone is amplified and all can hear you. So everybody's good, and you hear that. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yes. This. Oh no. And you hear through chewing. The Elven Chateau Red, please. Thank you very much. On to, and you hear the nasty mastication going on, like he's chewing and talking at the same time, not even taking a second to like slow down while he's eating and drinking. That nastiness that I'm not going to do for y'all. Well, on to business. To squash some rumors, the Abbey. Yes, the island of the Abbey Shores. It is a false lead. And at that moment, you hear Mark, false lead. My friend's fucking lost an arm over there. An arm over there. That doesn't seem like a false lead to me. As Kaizen kind of elbows him to keep quiet. False lead. I sent a couple of the Masters of the Wild there, a few Winter Stalkers to investigate, but fret not, waste of time. Near skeletons, that's all. Skeletons. Nothing to investigate on the island. Waste of time and resources, I assure you. Nope, I would like to try the dire poor, please. Thank you. On to the next piece. Yes, written here. More Enclave business. If you can please pass the papers. And you see the guards passing around papers. Keep your eyes out for this individual. She is an elven woman accused of murder. The murder of Her High Majesty of the Elven Kingdom back in Kielsen. And you start hearing lower ranking individuals saying, what does that have to do with us? And then from the rock another, I can hear all of you. Remember, this con goes 2 ways. As now these rocky talkies go. And just to note that what pays for your armor, what pays for your swords, what pays for your meals at the inns comes from investors. So sometimes we have to do jobs that don't require the woods. And Kielsen invests a lot of money into the majesties of the wilds. So we must be on the lookout. Not telling you to go out on a bounty, just if you see this dangerous individual, please report her to the authorities. On to our second dangerous rumor. The lizard tribe. It is true that they are vicious, they are animalistic, they are bloodthirsty. They are destroying many resident homes, they are killing people, they are cannibalizing, chopping off heads. All the grotesque things that you have heard, they are true, unfortunately. And many
At least
people
they know not to talk with their mouths full.
yeah, and many people start like muttering amongst themselves when he's saying this. Yes, Nico.
Yeah, when he said that, Nico's just under his breath, just, that's a lie.
You
He won't be able to stop himself. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah that's a lie.
and as the man like, yes, many, I hear the word peaceful among some of you, but just wait, if this is not solved in time, there will be more debt for Saltmarsh, and that is something that the Emerald Enclave definitely is something we need to take charge of immediately. On for the third and final thing, as another anonymous donator for our gracious grove. A family jewel has been stolen, a red ruby. It holds very little value monetarily, but it holds sentimental value to the aristocrat that it belongs to. And we've already had discussions with King Kim and the armies up north from Neverwinter and from the other coast. If anyone sees anyone with any ruby jewelry or any red jewelry, you have under the authority of the Emerald Enclave, and you are backed by the kingdom, by anything from here to Baldur's Gate, to take said jewelry and, of course, give that individual the monetary value of that ruby, but give him to your high masters of the wild to turn in to us. And when we find the correct ruby for this aristocrat, then we will stop our search. And when we find this thief, they will serve their appropriate jail time. That is all. Thank you very much. Nope, fill it up to the top, please. That's why you get paid. And then conversation ends. And you start seeing posters being passed around, and yes, Stranger, Watt, Beerus, you each get a poster. Nico, you get a poster as well. And if you look at it, that's Serena.
Baby's first wanted poster. I'm going to frame it.
Yeah, Nico's just kind of like trying to catch up with all the shit that was just said.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just kind of looks back over, and it's like, I'm not saying that, you know, it sounds like exploitation of, you know, the Enclave, but it definitely sounds like exploitation of the Enclave.
Kaizen was like, yeah, that does remind me, we did need to talk about that party in the tavern, right? Moves over. Like, her eyes move, like, towards, away from just, like, anywhere. Like, yep, just anywhere that's not here. At that point, Mar like, what fucking party? What is she talking about? Are you guys having a party that I did? Oh. And then the most awkward wink ever.
smooth.
Yeah. Nico's just gonna kind of like, just gesture back over to everybody. It's like, this is the crew that I'm currently with.
The pleasure to meet you.
Handshakes and bows given throughout.
So your other bread to this one sandwich.
Oh God.
You're just like, Beerus!
Mark gives a huge smile. Kaizen, blushing, kind of turns away. I like that sandwich.
Well, don't pretend to be shy. You don't seem like the type.
I was gonna say you don't blush for no reason.
Mm-mm.
There's a little bit to discuss about that fellow over there that was on the voice thing. And potentially some other friends of ours.
Yeah, let's have a discussion. Kind of like looks
No,
around.
Not here, please.
Oh
Mhm.
no, of course not. So for that entire sermon,
Yeah.
how long was he talking for?
More than 5 minutes, under 10.
Good to know. Thank you.
Cause actor feet.
Mhm.
Yeah, you definitely have
We're saving that for a rainy day.
yeah, you have that information lodged in here. But yeah, anything that you guys would want to do, or are we just like heading out of here to have a private conversation away from the Enclave itself? And you are hearing a lot of people. Nico, since you have been part of the Enclave, you do know that if you are part of the Master Hunt, you have had like over 50 missions within the Enclave, successful missions, and have rose up the ranks. They are winter tends to be the fourth highest rank, summer being the lowest rank. Anyone that's within summer and spring are like, okay, cool. These are our missions, dope.
Which
Winter,
I will... No, which I will say Mark was spring.
Marcus Spring, okay.
Mark was spring. Nico was not even a member. Like, he wasn't even considered a...
Yeah. But you were told information about how the organization works, at least. You're seeing that the older members, especially Winter, are very confused as to why they're doing these missions. The lizard folk sounds fishy, but okay, sure. At least that's altruistic, but a bounty for a murdering elven lady and returning a piece of jewelry? Mm-hmm. Why the fuck is the Enclave even a part of this? The Masters of the Hunt are 100% down for this. So the top members are very much, this is what we're doing, no questions asked.
Yeah. I guess as they're walking out, if Nico does happen to pass by any lower members, he'll just offhandedly be like, seems like a waste of, resources, if you ask me.
Yeah, you'll see two of them say, I'll say like a halfling and an orc who are talking like, they'll come out like, yeah, I think it seems like a waste, but they have like, yeah, but then like, I mean, the guy, like look at my new bow. Like, I guess I didn't have to pay for that, and honestly, I haven't put in coin for a meal in a couple of months, but someone's got to pay for that stuff, right? Right? Like, I don't know. And then, they start talking amongst themselves about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nico's just kind of like look to Kaizen and Mark, and just like to everybody else, it's like, do we want to get out of here, because no lie, like he'll just kind of like under his breath, just like to everybody, if I stay any closer to anything that's resembled like, and he'll just kind of like, I'm assuming there's like maybe like a what do you call the flag things?
Oh, the banners, or unless
Banner.
I, yeah.
Like if there's a banner of the Emerald Enclave, if I stay any closer to one of these, I feel like I'm gonna burst into flames.
Let's go. As he kind of leads the way. And as they're having their they're heading out. Serena, what did you get on your religion check?
I haven't rolled. I didn't know.
Can you give me a roll, please?
Come on, roll 20. Don't fail me now. Oh, that's a 7.
7. Okay.
It failed me.
You meditate and meditate, and you don't really get anything profound. You don't know, maybe you just stepped in a pile of dirt and it was coincidence?
Mm-hmm. I do remember the first time I went here on my own, and the dirt tried to stop me too.
That is true.
But I was able to move forward.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I'll say that this happens maybe 2 seconds right before Beerus and the rest of the gang kind of step forward with 2 new compatriots. As the wind blows, you hear a young elven boy's laugh. A sound that you have not heard in a long time.
When I hear that, and then I see the people come in, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's my party member, but there's new people, so I'm going to hide.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
$18.
All right, unless you guys have a passing perception of 18 or higher, Serena is fucking gone. She is no longer where she was. As you guys kind of come in, you see...
I do have a passive of 20.
Okay, well, you see Serena...
Of course you do.
What do your rabbit eyes see?
You just see kind of like her eye just like in the bushes as she's like looking out at everyone. You're like, is it her? Yeah, okay, it is. Okay, yeah, it is. She's hiding. Good job, but she's hiding.
We're gonna just like wink at her.
You will see the bush wink back.
Alright, assumingly, because, yeah, sorry, yes, Jeremiah?
Yeah, no, it's that. I'll just hide for a little bit and then listen in and look what's happening.
You see that they're having a conversation, like, they definitely seems like Nycorath is good friends with those two.
Okay. But, okay, I'll just stay here for now.
Okay.
Basically that, once they start talking and hear what I can maybe hear.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Is there any specific conversation that you guys would be having as you're, like, heading out of the Enclave section and into the normal woods, heading towards Saltmarsh proper?
I'm assuming once they get a ways away from the grove, Nico's just gonna be like, "The fuck was that?"
I don't know. And this is Kaizen speaking. I to be honest, this is actually the first time I've ever heard him speak or anything. Usually we just communicate via letter. everything that you said, and I fully trust the information you told me. And Nico, I did not know any of those details. I was just told that there was people getting hurt by a tribe, so we came over here to investigate and try to do some good that was parallel with what the Enclave was doing.
By tribe, are you referring to the lizard folk tribe?
We only found that out recently, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. But
Yeah,
I have spoken to some members, and they're peaceful as they come.
Yes, they are. He's not trying to be bitchy about it, but it's just kind of like, I'm actually kind of surprised that you're wanting to talk to Emerald Enclave members so blasé after how they were. And he seems very prickly, like.
There seems they're after something, or they're looking for something, and it kind of looks over to Mark and if you don't want to tell him, I can tell him. It's fine.
Tell me what?
So it seems that some specific members of the Enclave are after something that can manipulate and control something big and strong, powerful, underwater. They're looking for an item.
Is it that ruby thing that they were talking about?
I think that might be part of it. I don't know, to be honest.
Would that have anything to do with that fancy little red stone in your pocket there, Nico?
Nico's just kind of like, I don't know what that would have to do with anything, considering I've had that as long as I've been cognitive.
Hello. Yeah, your local wizard bitch here, but rubies are spell components sometimes, more often than not.
And Kaizen kind of steps in, and like they were saying, it's not any ruby. For some reason, I do believe that if yours is connected, it has to have some sort of connection for whatever reason. There's many.
I don't know what connection would have. I mean, it's nothing.
There are many.
Surprise tool we'll use for later.
Right. It's. I mean,
Surprise boss control alert with use for later.
It's. There's many moving parts that we are not. We don't have the information to, and we are working alongside few that we don't fully trust, but are using to try to get the full picture. And they don't seem to trust us as well. So we only get bits and pieces. I don't think that the lizard folk have anything to do with this. I do think that they're being used as a ploy, and I have suspicions that the shark tribes might have something to do with whatever they're doing.
Which we did run, and this is me also just recalling, we did run into a few of them.
We also kind of fought with the shark god.
Oh yeah, we did do that, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
The days just kind of blur together.
They really do.
We've been so busy.
Yeah, between dealing with something that either was or served Orcus, like, there's been a lot of things that we've been...
And then there's that. There's a lot of moving pieces, and and it feels like we're at the cusp of understanding what's happening, and we're trying to keep our enemies close.
Okay, but we have specific people in our party that if they get seen by Lysander, it'll mean their death.
Lights out.
Specifically because Lysander kidnapped, brutally tortured, abused, used. Did all sorts of different things too.
Then
the
use
picture that I painted in my head was totally different than what we heard today.
Then use us, and we can help you. If you cannot be seen by Lysander, and Lysander has been contacting Mark and I, why not use that to your advantage?
That's a good point.
I don't like that.
I mean, how scheming is he really? He just seemed kind of pompous.
Pompous, yes, and egotistical, yes, but usually those things are either from a complete narcissistic idiot who's been given everything from life, or someone who actually is cunning. Regardless, both of those scenarios usually have power, and power comes people, and people move, and people can hurt.
Nico just kind of under his breath in an infernal, just kind of like, and someone who's probably going to end up dead at the bottom of a river if I ever meet them.
Nico, I'm so surprised at you.
I love it.
He's a little firecracker if you poke him enough.
A little bit, yeah. You just gotta poke him in the right direction.
Between the 4th and 5th rib.
Thought that was going to be a sandwich joke.
Yeah. No.
I don't feel comfortable with you guys exposing yourself like that and trying to, I don't know. Just.
I mean, nobody's comfortable when they're exposed. Unless you're into that.
That's not entirely true. I was gonna
Oh,
say.
you're different.
I don't know. Just he's gonna just kind of rub at his head, just we're having a little bit of a fit.
Mark is going to place their entire hand and everything like over your neck, kind of like give you a little massage. Look, we're going to do stuff that might not fit your definition of safety. We could get hurt. You're going to do things that are going to get you hurt. It's kind of what we do. Sorry about that.
When Mark does that, Nico's just gonna look back up, and it's just kind of sealed, and it's like, Mark, you're the last person who needs to be telling me that.
Kind of looks down, takes a step back. All right. Kaizen gets this like grin on her face. I think wine is in order for now. We can have any further discussion on what we do with a more clear head with some wine.
Sounds like a plan.
And she just about faces, mimicking and mocking the Enclave's like militaresque stands. And you can clearly tell she's doing it wrong just to make fun of them. And starts marching forward in like a playful jest. Mark gives a slight little chuckle under his breath and follows suit.
Stranger's leaning over to Beerus, Serena, and Elsa, and just being like, "Man, if all of them have a kid together, I bet he's gonna be a real piece of shit."
I don't know, he's gonna be the biggest fucking egghead we've ever known.
Let's put money on it. Let's see what happens.
Alright, you betting for egghead or you betting for piece of shit?
I'll bet for piece of shit.
Okay, I'll bet 10 gold on egghead.
Okay.
And like 40 years later, they're
I
like,
will
"Great, we
witness
have
your
20
bet.
gold." Today we learned Elsa is a notary.
In
Was that her
real
little
world,
stamp
In
too.
real life, yeah.
Yeah. She have a little stamp set. Has her name on
Hi.
it.
Yeah,
This
it's
little
got
buffalo
horns.
head on it.
Boop.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
Aw.
If anybody cares to know, they are gonna just see Nico casually reach into his bag and he pulls out his journal and he flips through it
Uh-oh.
and he's holding onto it with like a white knuckle death grip, just like that motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
Just under his breath.
You doing okay there, Nico-kins?
No.
I bet not.
Do you need to hit someone?
No. I mean, I physically can't do that.
No.
If I would, I could.
Do you want me to slap you? I can do it.
Do it tomorrow morning. How about that?
Okay. I want that in writing. Elsa, get your notary stamp.
No,
Like-
Nico will even just rip out a page from his journal just saying, "You had the right to hit me tomorrow morning."
Signed. Stamped. I have the permit.
A little horn poke. It's been approved, it's been sealed.
This is a legally binding document now.
No, you just need to go, "You know what? No, you don't even need to, slap me. Punch me. How about that? Right here." And he just points at his cheek.
We can work in some loopholes. I'll get the sock ready.
Oh my god.
Not the sock.
What?
Not the sock.
So, do we follow the next
Yeah.
nearest tavern?
Yeah, we're following.
Okay.
To the tavern.
Serena, are you, as you eavesdropped in the entire conversation?
I will follow.
Okay.
So kind of sneakily, but also trying to cover my ears and all that stuff. Because new person, I guess I've never met this person before.
Okay. I will say that when you cover
I'm
yourself,
disguising myself, kind of.
okay, you will notice that there is a dwarven man who, with a green armor and a crossbow on his back, who slathers some adhesive on the back of a scroll and then puts it up on a banister and then walks away, not seeing you, and then you see yourself on a wanted poster from the Kingdom of Keonan. Dangerous.
That's not me, obviously. This person doesn't have a hood on. I do.
Very astute.
That's rogue rules right there.
That's very
That can't be
astute.
me. He has the hat. I
Different person. Hat on. Different person. Cleric. Superman. Clark Kent. Different
don't.
person.
Me. Stranger has a disguise kit. If you want a fake mustache, just say the word.
I'm Wario Wasorina.
What do you want? Do you want handlebar? Do you want a little chaplain? I've got several, and he probably stole them all from people.
Just
Like
ripped them off.
actual people. Shaved it
Took
off. for
beeswax,
people.
like, shoved it on. He even has a whole dwarf beard in there. That took a lot of wax.
Yeah. So as you kind of get there, and there's a bottle of elven wine that's already been ordered and waiting around, and a couple of glasses made out of clay and glass, and some Storm Scout that also gets ordered. Yes.
Yeah, before I actually like kind of join in with them, I will like messy my look, even though I already look messy because of all the dirt that's connected to me.
Well,
But I will kind of untie my hair loosely so that it's not all nice and proper like she usually does. Maybe loosens her clothes a little bit, so that she looks a little bit more raggedy than proper.
The image of the wanted poster is very proper-ish looking. It's not dirty at all.
That's why I'm making myself a little bit more messy.
Okay.
If you will.
Yeah, because it is
unkept hair. My clothes are gonna be loosely fitted to me, kind of like that.
Got it. Okay. And, you guys have a pre-made table kind of towards the back. Everything gets passed around. Even a order of bread that was made this morning. It's at the table. And you see Serena looks like she fell on some dirt. I
always look like that.
A second dirt bath.
Yeah.
Kind of comes in and steps on it. Everyone, your choice, unless you want to order something completely different. There's Dwarven Scout or Elven Wine already at the table. So, as Kaizen, honestly, we were going to go check out the shark tribes, but there's a bit of issue with that, as they are under the ocean, so there is the technicalities of us not being able to breathe underwater. But we were going to try to get close. Maybe we can also do a plan where we can get close to Lysander and see if there's any information we can dig up or get close to in some of the higher ups within the Enclave.
When they mention
Any
it
of that?
being when they mention it being underwater, Wrath's just like, oh, what, they don't have any more acolyte like areas, kind of like where you picked me up.
For the shark tribes? As far as I know, the kingdom is specifically underwater.
Okay. He's just gonna kind of nod, like, okay, and he's just aggressively writing in his journal.
Oh. Girls are fighting.
Yeah.
I don't know who's sitting next to him, but he's not bothering to cover it, so.
Well, in that case, it's now a stranger, or it's just. Oh yeah, you tell him. You tell him that. You forgot the comma right there.
It's a deep breath.
That's a compound sentence.
Mark is like drinking the dwarven's kind of like, everything okay?
You can't end a sentence on a preposition, you know that, right?
Yeah. He's just gonna kind of like stop his writing, look directly at Mark, and it's like, you had a conversation, and I wasn't part of it.
You've been on the ship, then we weren't part of it.
Well, let's see. a lot of things happened to me, Mark, and it's not like I plan to wake up in the middle of Saltmarsh, not knowing how the fuck I got here. And he just takes a deep breath. Sorry. Nothing seemed odd at all after I mysteriously disappeared. At all. To either of you.
They both are looking at each other. Kaizen kind of reaches over. Do you want to have a conversation in private? Or she's like grabbing onto your hand, you know?
Yeah, and he's just like, if I do, he's just gonna thumb over to Stranger. This one's gonna eventually try to weasel it out of me at some point.
I'm very nosy.
So, what all do you remember?
Remember us dealing with that mage and a confusion spell going off, and then pain.
Remember the and as Mark goes, remember the resurrection? Kind of also lifts his shirt to show some scars as well. There's a little bit more details than that, but fighting and
No, it's like, I just recall waking up still being in pain and looking not at all like myself the second I was able to look in a mirror.
Kaizen, hun, I don't know how the best way to say it, but you died.
When she confirms that, it's like, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And he kind of just gestures to his face.
And we brought you to someone who can bring you back at any means necessary, and the recovery process took a lot longer than it needed to, and there were things that we needed to do to try to stay on top of this whole enclave thing and disassociate from ourselves and lose some ties so they wouldn't come back to you. We tried to stay in touch as much as we could. We really did. And I know of the captain, and we talked a little bit, and he tried to, I know that he would be one of the, that ship would be one of the safest places you can be in this entire plane.
You kind of cut out there. Jesus, what happened?
Oh.
Sorry.
That after you died, we sent you to a healer that took a little bit longer than it should have, and to try to keep up with things with the Enclave, and to try to make sure that no loose ends caught up with you. We had to be on the move, and I made sure that you were in contact with the captain, since I knew that that ship would be the safest place that you could be on this material plane. There are very few people that I would trust my life with. 2 are in this bar and 1 is on the sea devil.
He's just taking a deep breath. I mean, he doesn't look happy at all with the information that he is being given. It's just... You could have been truthful with that to me in the first place, as he gestures down to his sending stone.
I didn't really... This more kind of like it. She wanted to tell you, but I didn't know when it was the right move. We had a lot of discussions on how to properly do it, and it was a lot of hesitation on my end, and you could always blame me. And he kind of just takes a big gulp.
Why would I do that?
Just try not to cause you more pain. Trying to stop the inevitable. Maybe thinking this, maybe he wakes up. Don't tell him about the past. Maybe he doesn't have to know about it. This is a new life. Open seas, new adventure.
Mark, I woke up once, not knowing my past life. Why would I want that again?
Maybe it was... Mm-hmm.
No, not saying that I don't appreciate everyone here, as he gestures to the party.
It's fine. You can say you don't appreciate me.
Shut up, stranger. And he kind of grits his teeth. I do appreciate you.
Ew.
Shut up. And that's the only time I will ever say it. There.
Is there a point to be made?
No. Just, again, I appreciate you. I appreciate this party. Oh my god.
Gross.
But,
Mm-hmm.
no, but again, I'm concerned now with the thing with what they had mentioned earlier at that meeting. Oop.
Mhm.
No, but, with that meeting from earlier. And then he just kind of pauses. It's like, what exactly did they cover?
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
No, when he said, okay, so about the meeting from earlier, and then he just kind of like grits his teeth, and it's like, what exactly did they cover?
Kaizen kind of grabs a piece of paper. So we have a couple of moving parts that we need to figure out. And with a pen, you see that there's a fireplace nearby that soon afterwards she's gonna throw it into the fire.
Mm-hmm.
She draws a very rudimentary, like geometric shape that kind of looks like a gem, a ruby. Doesn't label it, but just draws the shape. Have a ruby, and then she just draws a question mark. We have a mysterious item that the Enclave is looking for. That I believe the information that we've been piecing together from those that we've been close by is that the Shark Tribe, and every now and then she does take a double look to make sure that no one's listening, either has or is looking for some magical item that is tied to the sea. And for some reason, the decoy to, and then draws a very, very cute picture of an alligator, googly eyes type. They're blaming the Lizardfolk tribe and trying to put the blame on them. I assume as a distraction to not keep eyes on what I assume, and then draws an arrow to the Shark tribe.
Okay.
But somehow,
And the item you think?
Mm-hmm.
No, the item you think they're looking for is a ruby.
I don't know if
Either
the
that's
ruby
a magical item or if that's something that's separate.
or a component of it, because and then kind of draws 3 little arrows and combines it down, and then draws a makeshift symbol of an abyssal layer. Since I dare not draw the actual emblem for reasons, this all ties in with Orcus. These are our components.
He just kind of squints and it's like, a while back, there was someone who did with the symbols that I discussed with.
My headphones died.
I was gonna say,
Oh, nice.
like, you're cutting out, or is dramatic pause for tension?
No. As he would put it, it's like while back again. Someone who I'm assuming was tied to Orcus or whatever. The Bodak that I'm assuming the other one decided to keep you in touch about.
Mm-hmm.
Someone did try, not just tried, they did successfully try stealing that ruby piece from me.
Yes.
So it makes me very concerned, especially with what they mentioned earlier, if that's not at all what they're actually looking for. But again, I don't know what significance it would have. That's what I was hoping to find out.
Someone who's powerful enough to be able to cast a stronger identify maybe can discern what the ruby actually is. I don't believe I have the strength to discern secrets from it, if it has any.
And he's not pulling it out or anything like that, especially now that he knows that pretty much everybody in the Sea Grove, and he's assuming this is going to be eventually heading straight over into Saltmarsh. Like, I mean, for the sake of it, I would say he will use prestidigitation just to kind of like use that just for the time being to show what it looks like.
Sure.
Just so he's not actually pulling it out.
As you do so, Kaiser kind of looks like, it just looks like an ordinary piece of stone, gem.
But again, I don't know why that was the thing that was next to me when I woke up. But maybe.
And at this moment, because time, you will. I think you technically would be Beerus, but we'll say that for the funsies of it, we have 4 players. Who wants to roll me a d4? Nico will be 1, What will be 2, Serena will be 3, and Stranger will be 4.
Do you want me to roll or is somebody else rolling?
Whoever wants to roll d4. Who's getting the sending spell, essentially?
I rolled a 2.
2, what?
I rolled a 2.
So, what? You get a sending spell. That is very modified because this is not how the spell works.
It's a one-time?
It's a one-time thing. The spell, as you hear the quartermaster, yep, just say what you gotta say. Just, we're running out of words. And you hear Stotson from the other line, like, here you go, passing the phone. So, I know where the temple is, and I'm remembering some information. I know that there's a temple under a temple. A dungeon under the dungeon, if you will. That's where they had something was secret, something that I was supposed to grab for them. That's what they're trying to make me the master of the waves for. Something that Orcus is hiding. Is in the Isles of Abbey.
Uh-huh. Well, good thing I can breathe underwater.
And if you want to reply to the message, you can.
Yeah, I'll just say that.
Okay. And you kind of hear the back end of the conversation. She said she could talk underwater, like, good job. And ding, hangs up. So what? You heard that from Stasen.
Well, I would definitely share with the party, because that was a big deal.
Well, it's a good thing you can breathe underwater.
I was just being a smartass. I mean, a smart buffalo.
Yeah.
Yes, precisely.
And
A smartalo? I don't know.
Smartalo. As a kind of like one of. So let's just take it that anything that Lysander says, whatever he says, it's the exact opposite that's the truth. Since the Abbey was a place that he said there's nothing to be had there, and your friend literally just said that underneath the Abbey there's a dungeon underneath a dungeon.
See, that's why I figured the water would come into play, because Master of the Waves being in the water. I don't know.
Yes, what is this Master of Waves things he was talking about?
That's what.
You do know that that's what the demonic possession. That's what the demon was called, the Master of Waves. That's what it was possessing him to be.
Yeah.
And then Kaizen draws a small little dungeon, an arrow in another little dungeon. Next to, like, now we have 4 pieces of the puzzle.
Like puzzles.
Dungeon, mysterious weapon, blaming innocent people, Orcus, your ruby. Okay. How are we going to tackle this? I assume Saltmarsh will be very not hospitable much longer for some of you. But we can stay in touch and we can stay here. We we could always divide and conquer. We can head over to the dungeon, or you can head to the dungeon, and we can head to the Shock Tribe like we were going to originally, or vice versa, or you guys can head to both. And looks over to you, Nico. We can stay here with Safe, and if we hear anything from Lysander, we pass it off to you, and know that anything he says is a lie, and do the opposite of it.
I mean, there's a lot of decisions to be made here.
Yeah.
Is this? Oh, there she went.
Oh no. Well, with the...
Perhaps we should sleep
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
with technical issues and it being that time, let's write out these notes in our messaging, and then we'll come back to it, because there's a lot of info.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you guys next week with Rise of Tiamat. But yeah, alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be safe out there, take care of one another, don't forget to love each other. Adios, bye everyone.
Bye.
BB.
Bye.